Hello everybody, welcome back to this channel. For those of you new to this channel is sponsored by BetMGM and BetRivers, so check the description below for links to sign up for there if you want to do that. Help this channel out. Also, before I begin the video, I do want to point out that after 10 months, Twitter has finally unbanned me. Yes, they have. After that 10-month fiasco, for those of you who remember, well, I'm trying to rebuild my Twitter account. Yes, Twitter did unban me, but unfortunately, all my followers are gone, my thousands of followers, all my tweets. The account I had spent a few years building up is pretty much having to start over from scratch. So give me a follow at WCLEISS. Again, at WCLEISS. Give me a follow because that's something I really miss in regards to this channel, in regards to the audience I have of this channel, and it's something that's really been missing this entire year ever since Twitter unfairly unbanned me. Yes, they did admit they made a mistake in their unbanning email, but again, at WCLEISS, because I really miss the connection I had with you guys, the audience, that keeps this channel going. And I can't wait to get that going again. So go ahead, give me a follow so I can once again interact with all you guys. Anyway, the reason I wanted to create this video tonight, it's about coaching changes. And I feel like the problem in sports in general, I mean, mainly college sports, but this can apply to any sport, is that fan bases are very impatient and they think the solution to any loss, not just a losing season, but sometimes a single loss, is time to clean house and make a coaching change. It's like everybody wants a coaching change these days, and it's not just Texas, who was the inspiration for this video last night, who lost to Kansas. And I have a lot of Longhorn friends and family, and pretty much all of them are clamoring for yet another coaching change. What do you know? And I'm like, whoa, 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 slow down. Maybe the reason UT is in the spot that they're in these days is because it's been a revolving door of coaches. Ever think that might be the reason that there's an instability problem within the program? I mean, you have players who are recruited under one guy, developed under another guy, and then play under another guy. I mean, there's no stability in that program. I'm like, maybe you should be patient and give a guy a chance to build up a program instead of being so quick to pull the trigger. Yes, I know, losing to Kansas, it's very embarrassing. I get it. It's not acceptable, but the guy is only in year one. Usually it takes a while for a guy to come in and coach and get his system in place. So thankfully, there's one Longhorn fan I was talking to last night who sent me a text message along the lines who agreed with me saying, gotta have stability, got to have stability. That is so important because players, they play for coaches. They do not play for programs. Yes, there might be an example of a player out there who grew up in Louisiana, you know, growing up watching LSU their entire life and then becomes a good high school football player, gets offered by LSU and goes there. Yes, those players still exist, but for the most part, players these days are committing to coaches and coaching staffs and not so much the program itself. So when you're always having a revolving door of coaches out there, an endless carousel of coaching changes, it kind of makes it very hard for players to buy into the culture, to the program, and everything like that. And I think that is the problem. I experienced this at TCU. Yes, was it time to make a coaching change? Perhaps. I'm not going to argue with that. However, the fan base, even at TCU, is very impatient. We had fans calling for Coach Patterson to be fired in 2016, one season after back-to-back top 10 finishes in playoff contention. And then we rebound in 2017, finish in the top 10 again, go to the Big 12 title game, and then we start slow in 2018 after losing to Ohio State, and what do you know? Same TCU fans calling for a coaching change. I'm like, we're coming off of being ranked in the top 10 3 of the last 4 years, and you want a coaching change? Come on. I just feel like fans need to be a lot more patient with their coaching staffs. That's kind of the rant I'm going on here. A coaching change is not always the solution to your problems. It's not. Yes, there are times when coaching changes are warranted. I'm not going to argue with that. But sometimes you're too quick to pull a trigger. Let coaches develop. Let them try to execute their vision for the program. Give them enough time, and if it's not working, then you can move on. But don't call for the ouster of a coach when he's only coached less than one season, or when he's coming off a very good season or a very good run and finally has a bad season. It happens. It's hard to be stable. Unless you're a program like Alabama that constantly recruits a top recruiting class every year, there are going to be down years. It happens. Pretty much every program that's not named Alabama is not immune from a down season. So you guys have to remember that. And like I said, this applies to every sport. So A&M fans who want Jimbo Fisher gone because I lost 3 games this year, I mean, come on, you're coming off a 1-loss season and an Orange Bowl win. Be more patient. Oklahoma fans who want to move on from Lincoln Riley and hope he takes the LSU job, I mean, he's won the Big 12 how many years in a row now? And you want him gone just because, what, he lost 1 game to Baylor? I mean, let's be realistic, guys. Be more patient. Be more patient. Sometimes the players might have more to do with the fact that the program is losing than the coach. And a lot of people are going to say, well, the players are going to be a reflection of the coaches. And that's going to be true for the most part, but the players still have to share some blame here. I was watching TCU football. I don't want to call out TCU football players, but sometimes you see a lack of fight. You almost want to see, like, where is your killer instinct? Where's your edge? Where's your frog factor, so to speak? Sometimes that's missing. I'm like, are the players really giving their all? Are the players really giving their best effort? And it's a chicken or egg situation. Are they not giving their all because the coaches aren't giving their all, or the coaches are letting them down? Or are the players letting the coaches down by not giving their all? Regardless, I just want to say that, guys, be patient. Be patient with your football program or whatever sport out there where your gut instinct, knee-jerk reaction is to fire the coach. It's not always the case. Anyway, that wraps it up for this video. Again, give me a follow on Twitter at WCLEISS. I really want to rebuild that Twitter account. Now, I don't expect to have the thousands of followers I used to have, but at least give me followers to interact with, please. That's all I ask for. Anyway, you've been watching. I don't even know what I call this channel anymore. I don't call it Sports Betting Truth anymore because I just don't really dabble in that subject anymore. But you've been watching my channel, William Lease. Let's put it that way. By the way, new camera. What do you guys think? Finally decided to record a video with a $2,500 camera I bought a few months ago. I hope you guys like it. You know, this camera was great. This camera's great, and it's better for live streaming, but this camera has a lot better image quality, so I hope you all like that. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos like this. Again, follow me on Twitter at WCLEISS, and I will see you next time.